Good morning from day, God, I don't know what day it is. It's Saturday. I'll pop up what day it is. I'm heading back. I got a ride from town from a trail angel named the Fossil Lady. Whoa! It is very windy and kind of cloudy, but I very much enjoyed my 2 days in Julian. And now I am hiking again with Maria and Chantal. We're gonna go about 14 miles or more to the next water. And it's all up. So I'm already breathing hard because I had 2 days off. So let's get some miles done. That's where I came down that mountain, camped at the base. And over there, 12 miles, it's wonderful Julian. All these little round barrel cactuses. They're so cute, but they're very prickly. I came around the corner and this is such a cool little campsite. Too bad it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So on I go. So I feel like I have been walking in the same place. Over there is where I camped that first night before I went into Julian. And now I'm on the other side of the valley floor. And up in those hills over there is Julian. I'm going into some like bleh terrain. It's just barren. And there's a road down there that we seem to be going by. And it's windy. So the desert is no longer as green as it was. This is more what I envisioned the desert would be. There's these weird prickly sagebrushy things, kind of dead stuff. This is interesting. It's kind of got yellowish flowers and then an occasional bush. But yeah, this is what I was thinking of for desert. And still, I think this is day 9. Still have not seen, you know what? I could jinx myself by saying that. I still haven't seen the infamous rattlesnake. So, guess I should be happy. It is not the prettiest day, but the trail goes here, and then it looks like it goes up there, and then goes that way, and then I see it going that way, and then looks like it kind of goes around there. But this is kind of not very pretty here. It's really brown. But because there's no trees, there's lots of views of nothing. But it's fun. Still no rattlesnake. So here is the second gate. I have one more gate to go until the infamous third gate water cache. Great views into the valley from here. Couple more miles and I get more water. Yay, here's the third gate. There should be water somewhere. Without generous trail angels bringing water to this road, we would have like a 30-mile carry. I might be wrong on those numbers, but thank you, trail angels. Good morning from day 10. Whoever said it doesn't rain in the desert is not correct. It was windy and rainy all night. I got my tent set up just as it started. And it's been kind of off and on windy rain since, but I am prepared. I am completely rubber gloved up, rain coated up. Hardspar is just getting ready in the rain. But I have another 16 miles to go today to get to Warner Spring. And then I'll get my package. And feels like home. So I just hiked 100 miles. I can't believe it. And I feel like I'm in Washington because I'm head to toe rain gear and it's cold and windy, but that's making the miles go really fast. So 100 miles, woohoo! Oh boy, comes the rain again. These are the coolest seed pods. The wind is so strong across this field that I'm having a hard time walking. It's almost knocked me over a couple times. But at least it's not raining. This is such an oasis. I'm almost into Warner Springs. Good morning from morning of day 11. I spent the night last night just outside of Warner Springs. They don't let you camp at the community center anymore because it's on school grounds, but we sort of a bunch of people camped kind of just down right over there. It's right outside of town. And I'm constantly hearing cows. So it's kind of an agricultural area. So I heard lots of cows all night. But I'm going into the community center now to see if I can get to the post office and get my resupply box. Then I'm gonna see what yummy food I have because I'm starting to get hungry. And have met some people that started the same day as me actually, so I'm not that far behind. Max and Anna, they're from Canada. And I've met a whole bunch of other people that started after me, the original group. I haven't seen Chantal and Maria are behind me. So, I don't know, just doing my own thing, and who shows up, shows up. But the other weird thing that's around here is wild turkeys. So before you hear all the birds, you hear, and they're weird looking. They're tall and got long necks. They kind of look like little prehistoric dinosaurs. Anyway, more later. My goal is to get to, I think I'm going to get to a place called Mike's Place where there's a water tank. And it's about 18 miles from here. So if I meander during the day, that'll be good. I love Warner Springs. Not to live here, but it's right along a creek. So there's all these amazing trees. So it's amazing when you haven't seen a tree for a while. All right, let's get some miles. Okay, so now I'm really back on trail. I stopped, probably for like 2 hours at Warner Spring, went to the post office. The guy taking us back and forth from the post office could only take one or maybe two little people at a time, but he wanted to do it so fast. So if you weren't fully in the car, he'd start taking off. And so Ivy and I went together, and before she even had her other foot in the car, he was driving away. And then we had to jump out of the car at the post office and then jump back in, but that made, you know, if everybody took a long time, it would take forever to get everyone to and from the post office. But my pack is really full and really heavy right now. But I got 75 miles to Idyllwild where I get to resupply again. And I got some hikers kind of behind me that I'm sort of hiking with. So it's a good day. I'm guessing it's a hunter's blind. Hopefully they're hunting turkeys and not hikers. Still in the trees. Love it. These trees and this little stream are so magnificent. There's more of these weird seed potty things that I've seen. I guess they're coming from that vine. Earlier I saw one that had opened up. Someone told me they're desert cucumbers. If I'm wrong, correct me. So I got a little note from a friend. She packed me a bunch of little encouragement notes. And one of the things she said was, you can do hard things. And I appreciate that. The trail has been hard in different ways. I thought it'd be hard physically, but so far, it's not really hard physically. I mean, I'm doing anywhere between 10 and 18 miles a day so far, and I've had no pains. I'm tired when I get to camp, but no real pains, no blisters. So physically, it's good. It's the emotional part that's hard. Right now, I'm in a great place because it's not too hot. And so I'm just really enjoying myself. This is easy trail, chatting with people as I meet them. The hard part in the beginning was, I think, a lot of FOMO. So I was with some other younger hikers and they were all having so much fun. And I wanted to have fun too. And then I got sick and then I was all upset about that. But it's been the, oh my gosh, they're having more fun than me kind of thing, which is stupid. And I'm not doing this to make friends. I mean, yeah, I want to make friends. I'm not doing that for this. I'm not doing that for that. I'm doing this for me. So once I changed my attitude on that, that was much better. The other mental thing that's hard is knowing that I've come, now maybe 112, 115 miles. This trail is 2,000 miles long. I mean, I'm not doing all of that, but I got a long ways to go. So breaking it down into what's my next stop. So my only goal right now is Idyllwild and try not to think after that. So that's another thing that I found that have been hard. So learning patience, learning independence, learning, what's the word, like stick-to-itiveness, just keep on going, has been some good life lessons. Oh my God, don't know if you can hear this, but it's natural water. It's a babbling brook. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Haven't seen this only a couple places. I'm in heaven. I'm just enamored by this stream. I know by the time I get to the Sierra, I'll be like, oh yeah, another river. But just loving hearing babbling water. All right, last water until Mike's place. Gonna go have some lunch over there and fill up this delicious water that God is providing for me. This is awesome. So this was my lunch spot, little stream. But check this out. Look at this tree coming out of the rocks. That's tree just diving into those rocks. So cool. So I came from the other side of that valley and then up this lovely little canyon along this creek, and now I'm heading up into these hills. Not sure exactly where I'm going, but I know I'm going up from 3,000 to 5,000 feet. So, fun little climb day. We'll see where we get to. It's getting really pretty. I crossed that. This is Becky, a section hiker. We got the sunset. Max and Anna are right there. And my little tent is right over there. Good morning from day 12. I'm starting to lose count. So I think this is either day 11 or 12. It's Tuesday. I camped on top of this hill with in amongst the rocks. It was so beautiful. It's had a beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset. Didn't sleep so well. I rested, but I just couldn't sleep for some reason. But today, I'm getting a little later start than I wanted. But I'm hoping to go 19 miles because a lot of it's downhill. I think I'm heading that direction. I really don't know where I'm going. And so a lot of it's downhill. And I'm going to stop at Mike's in 3 miles and get some water. And then see if I can't go till maybe 7 tonight and see how far. I'm thinking there's a campsite that has a bunch at 19. So that's my goal. It's a good aspiration. If we meet it, we meet it. If we don't, we don't. So on to another day. Look at these rocks. They're so cool. There's these rocks everywhere. Love it. So I slept on that little knob right there, in amongst all those rocks. It was so cool. You can kind of see the trail going around. I'm learning to love Southern California because the views. We're always up high and we can always see a long way away. Don't know what the heck I'm looking at, but views are rewarding. Okay, I just saw a mountain lion. He ran up there. He was freaking gorgeous. But now I'm scared to go past. I didn't get my camera out in time. Damn it. Oh my God. I saw a mountain lion. Oh my God. Oh, shit, he's up above me. Oh man. Where are you, baby? Where are you? Oh, dang. Oh, fuck, he sees me. I know he does. Oh my God, I saw a mountain lion. So, right there is Mike's place. Right there. And oops. And over there is the water tank that I filled up at. Mike is some guy who has a house and has extra water tanks, and he opens it up to hikers and lets people stay there. And then just right over that little hill in that gully right there is where I saw Mr. Cougar. That was so fun. So thank you, Mike, for the water. Next water is in 12 miles from apparently a cistern that has snakes swimming in it. Fun. So thanks to Peak Finder, I know that that is Mount San Jacinto. And over there, with the snow on it, is Mount San Giorgio or something like that. I'll have to look that up again. But I'm going to be up there. Wowza. This yucca must be at least 15 feet tall. Whoops. Almost dropped the phone. It's so tall. I'm glad to be wearing pants in this part of the trail. Washington has the infamous going through the car wash with wet bushes. But I've been getting a good leg tickle, leg and arm tickle all day long from these kind of not too prickly bushes. But a lot of times it gets pretty tight in between them. Linda, you said it looked like the trail was good from here? Well, it's because most people don't film the crappy parts, but most of the trail gets a little better there. Most of the trail today has been loose, ankle-twisting rock. No one films that, so I just thought I'd let you know. It's not all rainbows and unicorns or mountain lions. San Jacinto is getting closer. So I'm starting to get a little creative with my wraps. This one is my dessert wrap, peanut butter. And I've gone to the Skippy because it's easier to get out than those little Justins with some Oreos. And then before that, I had a tuna packet, or not a tuna packet, but a chicken packet. And then I added some Dots pretzels to it for a little extra crunch. So, because it's getting kind of mundane and boring, but this I'm really looking forward to. This is our water source. Oh, God. How do we reach it?
This little bucket here.
You have to... Oh, God.
Hand if you want.
Oh, my God. I have to lean over this thing that's... Oh, breaking.
It's literally breaking, yeah.
Oh.
You can sort of lean over without putting your weight. There's kind of floaties. It's sort of disgusting.
Oh, lovely.
It's sort of green flavored.
Oh, my God.
A couple dead bugs in that one.
Oh. I'm going to drink that.
I mean,
Oh.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but it's an option.
Should be a little stream there, but it's dry. But what a pretty little canyon. Crossing the dry stream. It's hard to appreciate the vastness of this, but that thing over there, I was on the other side of that today, and I came around that, and I have no idea how I got from here to there. But this is looking out into the desert. And that's San Jacinto, and it's getting closer and closer and closer. I mean, the views here are amazing. You're always up on a ridge, looking way far away. I'll be there in 2 days. This is my campsite. Whoa, uh-oh. Well, let me set this up and then I'll take cool pictures. We got the sunset going here, my tent, beautiful rocks. It's cool. Good morning from day 13. We've got a beautiful sunrise behind me. This was the best campsite we've had. Beautiful views, 360 degrees all around, looking down into, I don't know, civilization that way. Had a beautiful sunset last night. I did 19 miles and I pushed myself. That was the most I've done, and I was pretty dead dog tired. I didn't have dinner, I just ate some granola. So heading to Paradise Valley Cafe today, mostly because we need water, and next water's like 16 miles ahead. So at 8 miles at Paradise, we're gonna get some water and breakfast. Gonna get some eggs and some protein. So yum, yum, yum. Gotta get going. I love these trees. I don't know what they are, but they're very soft. You would think they weren't, but they're very soft, so they're fun to walk past. I do not like these trees. They're pokey and not fun to walk past. These are pretty and full of berries, but they're kind of scratchy to walk past. these, well, beautiful. Not so fun to walk by on the trail. San Jacinto's getting closer. There goes Ping. There goes Portrait. Hopefully they wait for me. These are pretty flowers. Haven't seen these before. Little purple balls. Another thing that should not be run into on trail are these things. Ask me how I know. Look at how long those cactus thorns are. Ask me how my shin and toe feels. So, we live and we learn. The desert is full of things that are trying to kill you. So, another thing that I've been doing to keep myself occupied is listening to podcasts. I treat myself to one a day. And right now I have downloaded a whole bunch of this podcast called Everything Science. And it's really interesting. One day I listened about the psychology of personality. Another day I listened to embryology and how the fetus develops after fertilization, and all the different cells and everything. And then another day I listened to what forms deserts and things like that. So deserts and almost fell, and coastlines and things that are formed by wind. I might cut that out, or I might just let you see that. But here's a fun fact. Fun fact is, in the Americas, I think of cactuses when I think of desert. In the Americas, there are 1,700 species of cactuses. North America and South America. There are no other places where there are cactuses. Deserts in Asia and the Middle East don't have cactuses. Africa, no cactuses. There is one species of cactus. I guess it's cacti. I've been saying cactuses. There's one species of cacti found in South America. South Africa. So, all these cactuses I keep seeing are kind of special to the Americas. So, fun fact for the day. We have an artist on trail ahead of us. Been leaving some cool drawings. It's a very interesting sculpture. I'm not sure what it represents, but perhaps we shall analyze it later. Woohoo! Made it 150 miles. And what a view we have for that marker. Yoo-hoo! So this is the next lovely water source. Look at the fish. Look at the algae. But where I got it from is the dripping out of that little pipe, which is better than what's in the trough. But these are the things that we drink out of in the desert. This is the water that comes out of it, though. It's pretty clear, but then when I filter it, it's even clearer. So not as bad as it looks, but still gross. Hiking up to my campsite, and I think that, really hard to see. It's really hazy, but I think that's Palm Springs in the distance. Good morning. It is day 14. It's Thursday. I left a week ago. So I think somehow I messed up my days. Anyway, I think it's day 14. And I am almost into Idyllwild. I'll be into Idyllwild tomorrow. Beautiful sunrise views over there. And I think behind me, that's San Jacinto. Today's going to be a big one. 18.6 with over 5,000 feet of climbing. Yesterday went down to this spring that was a killer down and back up again with water. But now I don't really have enough water to get to Apache Spring. That's still 9 miles ahead. So I'm going to have to stop at another spring. Or the guy who camped with me last night, Jason from Melbourne, he said maybe he would trade me some water for some food. So we'll see. We'll see if that pans out. And yeah, today should be a long lot of up day. Yeah. Wow. It's getting closer and closer. San Jacinto. Sadly, I have to go down and then back up. And I think around that and over there, you can kind of see the trail going up. Lots of up today. As much as I hate down because it normally means I have to go back up again, I'm enjoying this down. Look at the size of those pine cones. Jeez. A little rest in the shade at a junction, and I'm looking at on the other side, that is Spittler Peak. You can kind of see the trail going up from there. I don't know where it goes, but we got climb now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are wimpy little push-ups. Good push-ups. I get tired, I know. I made it to the San Jacinto Wilderness. Yay! Look at the view down there. Ooh, it's a long way there. This would be a cool campsite. It's fairly sheltered from the wind. And at night, you could look down and see the lights of Palm Springs. It's gonna be my lunch spot, though. It's the first little teeny weeny patch of snow. Hopefully, there is no others. But I just passed Apache Junction. I think I'm below Apache Peak. It's really pretty through here. Does not feel like desert at all. So cool.
Oh, little lizards. There's little lizards. Hello, little lizard. There's 3 little lizards. There's a daddy lizard, and a mama lizard, and a baby lizard. Hello, little lizard. Are you going to do your push-ups for me? You're just going to freeze. Okay, you're kind of boring. Everyone's frozen. Yeah, baby lizard. There you go, baby lizard.
Oh, he's coming to get me. It's a big old beetle.
And there's a little beetle. What are you? You're some weird bug. Oh, don't back up. Was that too steep? All right, go that way. All right.
Okay, this is cool. That is the trail. So I was trying to figure out where the trail goes. Does it go on this side of the ridge? Or does it go on that side of the ridge? And I do see it like there. And then see it a little bit more over there. So maybe we're going to that little saddle? I have no idea. Or maybe we're just climbing to the top of that. Who knows? Maybe that bird could tell us. That's where I just came from, and I figured out where I am. I'm under something called Ansel Rock. I may have seen that, I don't know. But I have 5.8 miles left till camp, and it's 2 o'clock. So I'm doing really good. That's where I just came from. Came around that thing right there. Under this rock, switch backy through here and up to here. And I've been worried the whole time about where's the trail going next? Where's the trail going next? Because I can't see it. And I like to be able to see it. But I remembered something that Jeff and Stephanie gave me on one of my little inspirational notes. And it was like, be in the present. So I tried to stop worrying that the trail was going over there, because that looks yucky, and I'm just being in the present, because the only place I can worry about is right here. These next few steps are all I have to worry about, and then when I get around the corner, I'll think about those steps, but I'm in the present. Thank you, Jeff and Stephanie. And there's the trail. I'd be very careful. Going up there. Good morning. It's day 15 and it's town day. I am going into Idyllwild. I'm taking an alternate. There's an alternate that kind of goes more through the woods rather than through the cliffies. Just because, I don't know, just sounded nice. I met a delightful young lady named Shruti, and we camped together last night at the junction. And we're going to meet up at Saddle Junction and then go down into Idyllwild together. Was so happy last night to see the creek. I kind of got very dehydrated. I eked out 17 miles on maybe 2 liters of water. I got some people who donated me a little bit of water just because I did not want to go down a mile off trail to get more water. And so I just I think I peed once. So not a great idea. The other bad idea I had yesterday was leaving camp without having breakfast and coffee. So the first half of the day, I was miserable. I had no energy, and we had a 3,000-foot climb, and I hated every minute. I hated the scenery. I hated everything. It was drudgery, Maybe it was pretty. I don't know. I just didn't care. I just hated every step. But then at lunch, I had, I still never did get my oatmeal that day because it was going to take water. But at lunch, I finally had my coffee. I used some water for coffee, and that made all the difference. And then the second half of the day was so stunning. It was in a real mountain, and there was some cliffs and rocks and views all the way down to Palm Springs. It was amazing. So it was kind of a bipolar day. Shitty in the morning and wonderful in the afternoon. But it was a long day. 5,000 feet at least of elevation with a 3,000 foot climb in the morning straight up, which sucked. And then 18 miles or so. So that was my hardest day yet, but I did it. I did it. I just saw a big old pile of fresh bird feathers, hoping that what got that was a coyote, because I'm not afraid of those. Hoping it's that, not a cougar. Hey, this might be TMI, but I think this has been the best poop spot. It's secluded. The trail's right there. The ground is soft. A1, 10 out of 10 restroom area.